Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering the Zombie Invitational 3-gun of 2021, the Meadow shotgun stage. Okay, so we're at our last and final stage, and what did you have to do here back in the Meadow? Well, like when you were here with your rifle, there's long-range targets. This time, it's pistol and shotgun long-range targets. Now, for your pistol, you had two targets out there. I'm going to say on the closer side of the 100-yard mark, but not by much, and you had to get 2 hits on those. Then you transitioned to your shotgun. You had 3 targets, of which you had to get 2 hits on each, and they had an actual series that you had to do it by doing your first 2 standing, your second 2 kneeling or sitting, and your final 2 from the prone. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this run went.
Yeah, bye.
But anything.
No idea.
Except the trigger and the safety.
You shooting that?
He's
Can't see him.
50, so he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
That was
I
left.
couldn't even see impacts at like 7 yards.
I couldn't even
I'm
see
like,
him.
I don't know. Left down.
Yes.
There you go.
What is that?
It's basically the same thing. It's just
Low
a
left.
few differences. Like on top,
when he's done
got the
shooting,
left side
I'll play
charging
this.
handle.
The 1-minute spoof video.
No, that's a Turkish. That's what Steve's got.
One year you gotta get a GoPro
Yeah.
that goes like
So
attach it forward
Yeah.
when it
They
faces
were on sale.
backwards. So you just see yourself doing like
right now they're going for like 7.
together with some like feet
Now,
running
right?
around.
You gotta do it.
Just
For that.
With the frame is like the
There you go.
slow
Neil.
as it is, just like that.
That's
in the
Mine's about 35, but also like that included in that price were the 20 round max.
Alright, that was my run. As you can see, less than optimal. Let's go with that description. So, on the pistol, I've got no excuses here. I kind of practice long-range pistol shooting. Not every time I go out, but on a fairly regular basis. And I've made hits at distances farther than that, so I'm a little disappointed in myself. I'm not exactly sure if the problem was just the idiot holding the firearm, or if I'd ever done long range with that pistol. I don't recall, so maybe my RMR is not adjusted correctly for that, and maybe that's the problem right there, and I just didn't account for that. Either way, I got only half the hits I needed. I expended a magazine and decided, you know what? I only got 90 seconds to get this whole stage done. I've spent probably too much time on the pistol already. Take the penalty, move on so you don't rack up more penalties later. So, switched over to the shotgun. As you see in the video, I go to take a knee, and he says, stand up. Okay, whatever. And then I start engaging. Now, I'd brought extra slugs, and I had slugs left over from earlier engagements. So I figured, got them, use them, try to get the hits. I managed to get 2 of the hits I needed, but not all, and parred out. And at par, that's when the RO let me know. He goes, okay, so I'm going to give you procedural penalties because you didn't take a knee and didn't go prone. I'm like, you said it was optional. And he said, no, it wasn't. And I was like, okay, I asked. He said, oh, you were just asking about the pistol. Okay. And this is going to lead to a slight rant, and probably the only one I have about the match. When we came off day 2, the squad I was on, we were a stage behind because we'd run out of daylight, but that was fine because day 1 was 6 stages, day 2 was 5 stages. So we fit right in. We could shoot our stage to catch up while the other 5 squads were shooting their shotgun stages. And it was our assumption, or at least mine, I'll take the hit there, maybe it was just mine, that we'd just be integrated into a rotation at some point. Some squad somewhere gets a break between stages. No, they decided to break us up. I got sent off by myself to join a squad, and other people got broke up in groups of various sizes. Basically, they were filling in the holes of the other squad is what was going on. Which, I mean, if that's the way they chose to do it, that's fine. However, it kind of destroyed our team integrity that our squad had been building up. And puts the shooter at a bit of a disadvantage. As I went to my first stage on the shotgun, which was stage 2, you know, I got there, the stage is already underway, the stage brief's been done, I have to get an RO, have to get them to get me into the list, which puts me at the end of the line, which was an advantage because I got to see what everybody was doing, figure out what was going on, ask a couple of key questions that would have been asked during the stage brief. The ROs were more than accommodating, getting me up to speed. And that was a fairly decent run if you remember watching that video on that. From there, for the next few stages, I'm integrated with the squad. Things go fairly well in that smoothness until we get to the woods. The woods, we go in, we're waiting for a squad to finish up. When our squad starts moving through, another squad comes in behind us, starting putting pressure on us. The ROs start splitting our squad up, sending people over to the next stage to get them pressed through and try to keep a timetable. So when we're finished up with the woods, they said, get over to the meadow. A few of us drift on over there, and we get there and trying to get established, find out what's going on. There's a stage brief given. It was really quick because it was like this impression we had to go. And I had one question I asked the RO, as I mentioned earlier, you know, thought my question meant about the shooting position applied to both pistol and the shotgun. Apparently it didn't. And while getting my stuff ready, waiting my turn, people were going through their stages and doing different positions, and I thought when they were changing they were trying to get better shooting positions because their hits weren't coming. Apparently that wasn't the case. So the lessons learned here are: 1, brief back your RO when he asks, are you ready and do you understand the course of fire? If you have even a smidgen of doubt, brief it back to them, see if they correct you. And the second thing is, as a match, splitting up squads is a bad idea to start with, and when it's done for time crunch purposes, it's even a worse idea. And I would encourage in the future, any match anywhere, to avoid doing that if at all possible. The zombie match of 2021 was an interesting. Shooting challenges were presented. A lot of people came up with a lot of different solutions. Some people went through this with amazing accuracy and blinding speed, and they got rewarded at the prize table, as they should be. There were plenty of prizes, and they went deep down. Heck, I'm way down there at 50th, and I even got a prize. So no complaints there at all. It's a fun match. If you haven't done 3-gun before, this is probably a good match to get your feet wet. We hope you have enjoyed our coverage here of the Zombie Invitational 3-gun of 2021. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future match videos.